Stewart, our newest ring card girl here in the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Go, gentlemen.
Second round, and a big smile still on the face of Scott Smith.
Both these guys have Vaseline on their cuts now, busted up faces.
They look like Ultimate Fighters. And that's kind of the uniqueness that we have now that the Ultimate Fighter was created, Joe, that friendships are actually built. 6 weeks, like you said, nothing to do but train, especially when you become teammates. You build some bonds in there. There's no phone, there's no TV, no video games, no families to get to. Just train, eat, sleep, and hang out with the boys.
Crazy environment. We saw some people who, you know, reacted to it very weirdly, like Shoney Carter, Charles McCarthy. And we saw some people like Pete Sella just kind of like went with it.
Shoney had too many good clothes there for 6 weeks with the boys, though. And he brought all his pimp suits, man. That was crazy. Just bring a couple t-shirts and some shorts.
He's an unusual guy, that Shoney Carter.
I think that's an accurate statement. Smith continues to look very comfortable. Inside leg kick.
Good right hand by Scott Smith.
Miss with the left, followed with the right.
Scott Smith thinking about a couple of different kicks there and changed his mind.
Well, this is a big fight for both men, but it's a big fight for Pete Sell because he can breathe off the momentum that Sarah created if he can win here in the octagon tonight.
I think Pete Sell would have a significant advantage on the ground, and I'm kind of shocked that he's not pushing that.
And you know, if he's rolling every day with the boys at the Sarah gym, he has great ground skills.
I mean, Scott Smith has a good ground game. He is a good wrestler, but Pete Sell has better submissions, and I'm kind of surprised, especially considering that Scott's 2 losses in the octagon have both been by rear naked choke.
The interesting thing, though, as you watch Pete Sell fight is, even though he's a Sarah guy, if you will, and trains with Matt and Nick Sarah every day, he doesn't fight anything like Matt Sarah.
Well, he does when it goes to the ground. Just his stand-up is very good. Pete is a young guy, and he's got a really bright future in this sport. And he's a real warrior, man. I mean, this guy brings it.
I was just going to say, Joe, he has that mentality, doesn't he?
And so does Scott. You know, both these guys, both very, very tough competitors.
Scott Smith worked in the family steel business for many years. Caught with a straight left.
His mouth's open a little bit there. Both these guys are breathing kind of heavy.
Over the top of the right.
He's doing a good job of staying in the pocket. He doesn't move. He's staying hands up high, and he's trying to counter.
Smith tried to catch him with the left hook.
Good inside leg kick by Pete.
You want to see the guys with the legs a little bit more here, Joe?
Always. You know, I mean, I think that's probably one of the most underlooked aspects of mixed martial arts is the leg kick. It takes so much out of the opponent. And especially when guys get into punching exchanges, it's often there because they're not expecting it. You get used to that rhythm. Punch, 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 punch. Where's he there? Where's he at? Boom. And those leg kicks come in, man. You don't even expect them. And thump. It just takes so much out of the fighter.
Drago trying to swing for the fences here. 144 remains in round 2. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Great body shot.
Beautiful body punch by Pete Sell. Unbelievable.
Knocked out. Scott Smith got rocked with the body shot.
He's still hurt. He's still hurt from that body shot. He came back and knocked him out while he was hurt. That is unbelievable.
Scott Smith went down
Scott
hard
Smith
with
is
the
hurt
body shot.
badly, and as Pete went in for the kill, Scott Smith, always dangerous, finished the fight. That is crazy.
That is one of the most unbelievable finishes
Scott Smith
in UFC history.
Hurt badly. He's still down bad. He might have a broken rib here. Let's take a look at that replay. Pete Sell lands a beautiful left hook to the body. Bang! Scott Smith is hurt bad. He's covered up, but this guy is always dangerous. Bang! Pete comes waiting in with his hands down, and Scott Smith puts him to sleep. I mean, that is crazy. I've never seen that. And look, immediately, Scott Smith is hurt badly. Look at this punch. Right on the floating rib. Scott instantly winces in pain. He is hurt badly. Very badly. And boom! Gets caught coming in on the button.
I thought for a split second that Smith might have utilized a little psychological game there, played a little possum. But then you saw him go right down and pain afterwards.
No, you know what that is? That's just heart. That guy has tremendous heart. He was hurt very badly, saw that opening, his instincts took over, and he landed a